It's all covered in today's China Truths.
China's rural areas are vanishing at a shocking speed of 123 per day. In just the last 30 seconds, 5 entire villages have disappeared from our sight. This is not an exaggeration. While society claims to be advancing, for those of us from the countryside, this feels like a full-scale retreat. No one lives here anymore. No one even walks here. Deep in the mountains and forests of Yuankang Town, Linzhou City, Henan Province, yet another abandoned village has been uncovered. Locals say it was called Xiaochang, once lined with dozens of homes clinging to the mountainside. A village that used to overflow with life now echoes with silence. Today, countless people have fallen into the same trap, abandoning their ancestral homes while drowning in mortgage debt. If there is a next life, would you still choose to be a farmer? If there is a next life, would anyone? You can't be a farmer in this life. It will break you. Farming is brutally hard, and there's no money in it. Who wants this life? Farmers are pushed to the bottom. You can't work in this village anymore. You just can't. You can't be a farmer. No, it's exhausting. Harvests fail. Prices collapse. Being a farmer is unbearable. These mountains, these valleys, these deserted villages, try living here. You come back, and you're finished. Coming back feels like dying once over. That's the truth. This is my hometown. Years ago, this season meant chaos in the fields, rice planting, corn planting, people everywhere, crowds overflowing. But how many years have passed? Do you see anyone now? The countryside is so empty it feels like even ghosts would be lonely here. Look, everything has withered into yellow wasteland. These were once fertile fields, our core farmland, all gone. The houses you see were built well, but every door is shut, every window dark. The old mud houses have vanished. The new ones stand abandoned. Most locals would rather earn only 2,000 or 3,000 yuan elsewhere than stay behind. You cannot imagine how chaotic and broken the countryside has become. I've returned several times a year, and every time it gets worse. Now, in many traditional labor-exporting regions, let's be honest, places where people simply couldn't survive unless they left, only a few scattered residents remain. I'm filming this in a village in Hojia Town, Wendeng District, Weihai City. Why come here? Because in 10 or 20 years, these places might not exist at all. Even now, in 2025 and heading into 2026, entire villages have emptied out. House after house stands vacant, mostly because the elderly who lived there have passed away. Look at the house behind my grandfather's. It used to be full of life when I was a child. In remote rural areas today, many places have no people left at all. Villages vanish daily. Farming income is so low it is almost meaningless. Hilly terrains make mechanized farming impossible, so no one wants to contract the land. Most fields are abandoned. Even though new houses rise across the countryside, almost none are occupied. Aside from the elderly, the weak, the sick, and the disabled, most young people have long fled to the cities. The countryside is draining out, person by person. Villages have already disappeared, many, and more vanish every day, faster and faster. China's economy is collapsing backward. The population is plummeting. Cities look hollowed out. Search online. People say Shanghai feels empty, Beijing feels empty, Hangzhou and Guangzhou feel empty. Reports are everywhere. Some say people are returning to the countryside. But when you come here, the truth hits you. The countryside is emptier than the cities. Ghost villages are everywhere. Some reports say 200 villages disappear every single day. One blogger's footage shows rural air pollution worsening, abandoned homes multiplying. Young people who once moved to the cities never return. Only the elderly remain. It's a terrifying sight. Meanwhile, cities aren't growing. They're shrinking, year after year. And the biggest question? How many people actually died during the 5 years of the epidemic? We still don't know. Analysts say China's long-ignored fake urbanization is finally unraveling. The CCP always knew that forced, rapid urbanization was just an image project, not real progress. China's development model, built on burning through land, resources, and people, has reached its breaking point. How hard is it to earn 100 yuan in the countryside? 100 yuan? To earn just that, you practically have to pay the government. What can you buy with a single yuan? I don't even want to chase 100 yuan anymore. You can't earn it, not here. You need a real job. I can't even earn 100 yuan in a month, but I can easily spend 100 yuan a day. That's the reality. I can't earn it in 5 days, not in 10 days. This isn't a joke. It's the truth. Not in 5 days, not in 10. The countryside is in deep crisis. Especially in recent years, you can feel the suffocation. And let me tell you something unsettling. If one day the countryside suddenly becomes lively again, it won't be a good sign. It will mean the economy has collapsed, jobs have vanished, and people have been forced to flee cities and return home. When the last generation of elderly villagers passes away, the countryside will be completely hollow. Every time I return home, this feeling gets heavier. Those who remain, maybe a few, but once they're gone, the village dies too. I'm from Hubei. Listen, many elders here have already passed away. Those familiar old faces who once stood at crossroads are gone. Neighbors who were my parents' age are growing old fast. Have you ever heard of workers vanishing without a trace? Our village has 2 such cases. Why did a village of more than 600 people turn into a ghost town overnight? Whole houses have collapsed, walls crumbled away, yet inside you still find bowls, thermoses, a forgotten drink bottle. My God, there's even a bed frame left where someone once slept. The road is blocked. We can't get through. Look up. The blue tarp on the second floor is flapping in the wind. Hurry up, it's chilling. Let's go back. It feels like stepping into a haunted house. Check the tiny balcony behind me. Someone built it carefully, but no one lives there. It's been abandoned for years. So many houses in this village are exactly the same. Newly built or patched up, but emptied of people. Folks bought apartments in the county, then left again, hopped a train to another town, and never came back. I lived in the countryside for a month and nearly lost my mind. Some people romanticize this life, calling it natural and simple. I envy those who can make it work. Yuege, I'm looking at you, but truth is, without real skills, you'll starve here. The only reason I didn't break was a tiny booth I set up to make pocket money. Without that stall, I'd have snapped. Walk the whole village, you see no one. It's suffocating. After 1 month, I ran away. Don't swallow those glossy videos that glamorize rural life. Ask yourself, if the countryside were so great, why is everyone leaving? Why are young people chasing factory shifts and service jobs in the city? That's the blunt answer. A lot of people online now say they've had enough of the city and dream of returning, growing food, owning land, living cheaply. Let me be blunt. You can't survive on nostalgia. Look at these mountains and fields. How many households are left to tend them? There's nobody to help you plant, harvest, or even water vegetables properly. If you don't have another income, you won't eat. Labor costs, transport, seed, and fertilizers eat every cent. After paying helpers, you're in the red. That's reality. You'll get trapped. It's empty here. Doors are locked, shutters nailed shut. Getting out of these mountains depends on luck and an old truck. Who comes? Maybe an elderly man with 1 leg left in him. How old are you? 76. At 76, you can't rebuild a life. I saw a dog curled up outside and an old man with a clear head but nowhere to go. The sky here seems the color of old paper, the land, a tired black. I went into his kitchen, pots stacked, memories dried up. I've been away long enough to sense everything is falling apart. This is a remote, poor place. Our only real income comes from leaving to work elsewhere. There's almost no second way to survive but to go. Now everyone on the internet is shouting that in 5 or 10 years, 80% of people will return to the countryside. Really? Will you give up city life to sleep in a rough house with no water, no market, no clinic? Are you truly ready for that day-to-day grind? Don't fool yourself by thinking you'll just build a quaint little yard and be fine. I went back in 2023 to visit my father and, with time on my hands, tried to build a tiny plot and plant vegetables. It sounded wholesome, until reality hit. Growing veggies costs money: seed, fertilizer, water, transport. I couldn't finish what I grew, couldn't sell the surplus, and couldn't earn enough to cover living expenses. I couldn't leave to work because the chickens and ducks needed feeding. Everything costs money. If you step away for 2 or 3 years, your house will be empty and strangers might squat it. My whole family is anxious. If you dream of returning to grow a patch of food, hear me. You will not make money. Crops rot in the fields. Markets are flooded by everyone's leftovers. Every household grows vegetables. So who buys yours? They rot. You lose. I am truly worried and frustrated. I don't know what to do next. Should I keep farming or go back out to work? China's poor population is still dominated by farmers, and the structural problem hasn't been solved. Xi Jinping declared a complete victory over absolute poverty in 2021, calling it a historic achievement. But the lived reality in many villages tells a more complicated story. Since 2023, conversations about poverty have been tightly managed online, and as jobs dry up and unemployment rises, more migrant workers are drifting back home, only to find their villages hollowed out and livelihoods uncertain. Many poor people may soon have no choice but to return.
Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We will keep reporting on the COVID surge in China, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get the latest videos. And thank you for tuning in.